2K. An unnecessarily long intro. This intro took 3 minutes. That means 3 sins. Minus 1 sin for how gorgeous this game turned out to be.
You Tommy?
Thomas Angelo.
Detective Norman.
You alone?
No self-respecting badges coming in here unless it's the health inspector.
What can I get you?
Just a coffee, thanks. Dip your beak.
No, thanks.
Suit yourself.
Drinking alcohol with coffee? I never heard of such a disgusting combination.
On the phone, you might have a proposition for me.
That's right.
Well, if you're looking to set up a gravy train, you called the wrong cop. I'm not looking for any associates.
Good. Because I'm on the nut. Can't even pay for the coffee. But I got plenty to trade.
Well, let's hear it.
How long you been in town?
3 years. Caught my teeth in Empire Bay.
Well, they handed you the Morello case. Right out of the gate.
That's what the paper says, ain't it? And what's it to you?
Tough break. Case must be getting pretty cold by now.
Or you got something might warm it up?
Yeah, I might have something.
Jesus, Tom, get to the damn point.
Want money? Some sort of immunity?
None of that. I got people I need to protect.
Families. Always the Achilles heel, ain't it? So who you got? A sick ma or a wife and a litter of kids?
Wife and daughter.
And no one else to watch your back, I'm guessing.
Wouldn't be here otherwise.
Pity that. Pa always said a man needs friends if he's going to survive in this world.
Funny that you say that. In this game, the word friends doesn't really exist. The word that does exist is betrayal. But what else can you expect when you're dealing with the Mafia?
There. Look, I can't promise anything for your family, not until I hear what you're trading. So, are you talking? Or are you just killing time before they come for you?
You think I'm on the run?
Oh, I know.
Tommy, there is no point in hiding it if you're planning on confessing your story.
You haven't slept for days. And your neck's got to be aching from all that looking over your shoulder you're doing. No, the way I figure it is you got someone powerful mean on your tail and they ain't giving up until you end up in the river. And you walk out that door without me, we both know you're not making it 5 steps. But, yeah, you stick around, you tell me your story, and maybe you got a shot at living long enough to walk that girl of yours down the aisle. Either way, looks like I'm buying you a cup of coffee.
Christ, I don't know how everything got so balled up.
No one ever sees the haired pen until it's too late. But you didn't get handed a heater in the nursery, did you?
No. I was a cab driver back in '30. I mostly drove nights because the money was better. It was at the end of one of those shifts.
How is the money better when people are sleeping at night and people need to get to places during the day? Now, if you were to say it'll be easier driving at night, then I would agree. Wilhelm screamed.
Get up, Polly! There's a taxi here! We'll be okay! Move it! Come on!
Where to?
Anywhere. Fast! I got a gun pointed at you. They catch up, we're dead. But you don't get to walk away.
Oh yeah, just point the gun at the nervous guy who wasn't expecting his night to turn so rough. That wouldn't cause any accidents. If 2K thought this was going to be another version of GTA, then they're terribly mistaken. The driving in this game reminds me of the driving system of Watch Dogs, and if it reminds me of that, it gets this.
Who were those guys?
What the hell is wrong with Sam just popping out the window pointing his gun at nothing?
Giuliani Bridge.
Oh, okay.
Your leg okay up there?
Hurts like hell.
When we're back, I'll wake up the doc.
I don't know, it might be...
You got a death wish or something?
I don't know, it might be okay.
Just getting the call anyways. Hey, I see you listening, cabbie. You don't get to listen either.
Well, it's not like he can mute you two talking no more than 1 foot away from him. Every time I saw this loading screen, I felt like taking a nap from how long it took to load.
Whoa, Jesus.
Oh.
Hey, how you doing, pal? You remember me? Yeah? Huh? Mr. Morello's a little bent. Shouldn't go helping Salieri's goons, huh?
There was no way these fools could have seen Tommy driving when he was always ahead of them. There was no way they knew it was Tommy from the start. Also, if they know Tommy helped Salieri and his men, why beat on Tommy when they know how powerful Salieri was?
No one else knows you here, so tread careful, okay?
Sure.
Why does Paulie talk like this? Like if he's pinching his nose. So there are 8 Molotovs in this little basket, but when the game gives you a tutorial on how to aim and throw, you only have 2 in your arsenal.
Hey, genius! Get your head out of your ass!
What the fuck there, Polly? You can't just sneak up on a guy like that.
I'm sorry, Ralphie. I'm just busting your balls.
See, you're still limping. Guess we got two cripples working here.
We ain't nothing alike. You got that, Ralph?
Sure, Polly.
Bullying a cripple, Paulie? Funny. I don't see you bullying anyone else that can defend himself for the rest of the game.
Like I said, Ralphie here's a cracked egg. But you bring him a stolen car, he'll make it yours. Tom and me, we got a job to do. We need some wheels.
How about this one, Polly? It ain't a hot rod, but it'll get you across to town.
All right, let's go. You're driving. And don't let me catch you loafing off again.
Well, when you got here, you clearly saw him working on a car, tough guy.
One day I'm gonna cut your brake line, asshole.
I was so disappointed Ralphie never decided to do that. He's not even the one who killed Paulie. What a waste of foreshadowing.
Guy and Dino makes you cartoon.
Tommy has no fighting experience. The only fight we saw him in was when those 2 knuckleheads ambushed Tommy. How does Tommy have the strength to automatically knock out this random guy?
Hey, boss. It's done.
No trouble?
Yeah, nothing we couldn't handle, Mr. Salieri.
Good. Sit down. You see Morello?
Nah, but he'll be plenty pissed when his boys tell him what happened.
He's not going to be able to think straight for weeks. See, that's the difference between me and Morello. I'm a businessman. I do everything with this. Every decision I make, it's what's good for the business and my boys.
Well, you did just send Tommy, who is completely new at this, along with Paulie to Morello's turf. Another sin is that none of Morello's men didn't have a pistol. In real life, both Tommy and Paulie would have been killed.
Worry about with Tommy here. He was aces the whole way, boss.
I heard. I got a growing business here. We could use a guy like you to help out around the bar. Maybe run some errands, make sure the bills get paid on time. You up for that?
Oh, it'd be an honor, sir.
Good. Now, Polly and Sam have already vouched for you. But you need to understand we have a few rules around here, so you listen and listen good. First, no cursing on the premises. There's a million words out there. And the man who needs to resort to fuck this and fuck that is just ignorant or lazy. Second, we don't deal in the hard stuff. I don't want any dope fiends in this neighborhood. We'll let Morella poison his own people if that's what he wants. Finally, stay out of trouble with the cops.
Sure, stay out of trouble. Later we'll be breaking all kinds of laws, killing in all sorts of ways, even kill multiple cops. But sure, we'll stay out of trouble, alright?
Yes, Mr. Salieri.
Then I'm going to only ask you for one more thing, Tommy. I don't keep Paulie and Sam around just because they're strong. A lot of guys out there bigger and tougher than me. And I don't keep Frank on a payroll because he's smart. Though he is an artist with the numbers. All these guys in this room, they're here because they have the only thing that matters to me. The only thing that should matter to any of us. You know what that is, Tommy?
They're loyal.
That's right. Now you stay straight with me, you're gonna be living the high life, Tom. But you abuse my trust.
Don Salieri, you won't ever need to worry about me.
If somebody ever says you won't need to worry about me, best believe you need to worry about that person. Now I have a confession to make. My recording system sucks ass. I know that. But I can tell you, this race sucks 100 times more ass than any capturing I've ever owned. With that, here's 100 cents, and that's being generous.
Talking about meeting up tonight anyway.
I guess.
And you can quit worrying about what he's gonna think.
Not the point, Tom. He treats me like a kid sometimes.
Hey, I get it. He's protective. He's seen things.
We've all seen things.
You know, we gotta talk about you stealing food.
Hey, I cook it, so I get to say where it goes.
Sarah, you're killing me with that Italian accent of yours. Damn. But I have to ask, why do you sound like you're from Boston when this is the 1930s in Chicago? Oh, okay, I see. So Sarah never had a problem walking home at night before. But now that Tommy walked her home, there's a bunch of assholes looking for a fight. I mean, this is the game demanding this, so obviously it's a sin.
We going to have trouble here.
Trouble started back when you tried to steal our girl, Chief.
Well, she was never your girl, and it's a shame these two doesn't use their brain. Sarah is under Salieri's protection. They should know better.
Been wondering when you'd invite me up.
The bank's closed, Slugger. I'm just gonna patch you up is all. Now go sit down on the couch, roll up your sleeve. I'm getting my sewing kit. Doesn't look too bad. You need something for the pain?
No, I'm fine.
You don't have to do that.
What?
I can see it fucking hurts, Tom. You want to pretend it? Don't go ask Polly to staple you up.
What do you got?
Compliments of the Don. Take another. All right. You gonna grin and bear this?
Yeah, I'll be okay.
Good. Because I don't need the little old lady next door complaining to the super about all the racket.
Just be quick about it, will ya?
It's gonna take as long as it takes. The sloppier the stitch, the uglier the scar.
That right. You stitched up a lot of fellas.
Just my father. Ma would really go after Luigi sometimes. He got pretty good at ducking dinner plates. So one day she stabbed him with her knitting needle. Right through the hand.
Reminds me of my mother. She stabbed her own brother. Oh, that's not a sin. These women are dangerous. My mother's reasons? Her brother stole her lunch money and made fun of her. So she stabbed him. My mother laughs about it today. At least it's a better love story than Twilight.
She started working here before she could see over the bar. I don't have a daughter of my own, Tom. I'd do anything for Luigi's little girl.
So would I. We all would.
That's right, boss. Anything for Luigi and Sarah.
Do those bastards think this is fucking Luna Park or something?
Hey, Paulie, didn't Salieri say no cursing in the premise?
But you need to understand we have a few rules around here, so you listen and listen good. First, no cursing on the premises.
This bitch thinks he's bulletproof.
Go on and pop me, Tom.
No. No, wait. Please. Please, I don't want to fucking die, man.
Christ, Tom. You can't feel sorry for these animals. A guy like this would plug you if you give him the chance. You gotta pull the trigger without thinking. Guess I'm out. This one's finished too. Oh, Christ, Tom. Snap out of it. You remember what those guys wanted to do to Sarah?
Yeah. Just,
Hey. Let's get out of here before the bulls show up, huh?
I was going to send this because Salma is acting as if he never killed someone before when he just killed like 20 guys trying to kill him. But this guy was begging for his life when he wasn't part of last night's fight. Killing someone in cold blood when they were begging for their life is a very different take, and this shows it.
What have you done? Murder in the house of God.
these men were criminals, Father. Thieves. Rapists. Killers.
And God would have embraced them if they'd asked for forgiveness. Now, which one of these men might have sought redemption by working with the poor?
As if these men were ever going to become a better person. The priest should know that by this point, once you're in, there is no walking away from this life.
Us, Father. You bastard.
Hey, you brought this on yourself. Tommy gave you plenty of chances to walk away, but you had to show off in front of your boys to act tough for a girl who never wanted you.
Consider this an act of divine retribution.
So no one heard Sam walking towards them? I have been in many churches before. You can hear footsteps as if they're tap dancing. Sure, there's a rug, but you will still hear it, or at least sense it. Also, saving the hero at the nick of time cliche.
Jesus Christ, Tommy. You're confessing to a shootout in a church.
And I ain't even to the hard stuff yet.
You know I could take you in right now, put you behind bars until you're old and grey.
Maybe.
No, you can't. This is the 1930s, so there isn't a recording device. There is no physical evidence that leads to Tommy's arrest. It's your word against his.
I'm down about you guys.
Yeah, we got into a little scrap last night. It's no big deal.
I don't care about the bar fight, Tom. I care how it looks when you walk into a club and by everyone around.
We gotta do something with our dough.
Then blow it at the track on Sunday. Or take a dame to a show. Or invest it for Christ's sake.
You want me to become one of those Wall Street boys?
Don't sass me, Tommy. I'm trying to teach you the ropes so you don't get strangled by them. You ever have a dog, Tom?
Sure. Little mutt when I was a kid.
When I was 8 or 9, before I came over from Sicily, I had this beautiful, skinny Cerneco dell'Etna. Like a little greyhound. Fastest dog you've ever seen. That's how I met the Don. We started setting up races together. Betting on her with coins and rifle shells. There wasn't another dog that could catch her. She never lost. Until the day she did. We were only out a pocket knife, but I never saw the Don so angry.
She got old on you?
No. Pregnant. She went into heat, got out of the yard, and every dog in town had a turn. You're like that dog, Tommy. Every time you flash your money around, you're a bitch in heat, and everyone in that club is now looking to fuck you. And once you get fucked, you're no good to us. Do you understand?
You made your point.
Good. Because you need to think about your career here. Look, Paulie's at his ceiling. He's the guy we want in a tussle, but he's not smart enough to run anything. Sam is loyal, but he has no vision. But you, Tommy, you could run this town someday.
Well, I appreciate that, Frank. So, what happened to the dog?
The Don tried to drown her. I broke his nose.
So he tried to drown her because he felt the dog was useless after one loss. How come you stayed loyal to the Don? How come you never went about your way when he shot your dog?
That bastard is just 3 sheets. I'm wrecking a new suit for nothing. I swear I'm gonna kill him. Here. Just in case Frank was right. I'm gonna go grab them boys, get them sorted out. You go ahead, see what's what. We'll catch up with you.
Something that doesn't make sense at all is how come they didn't hear the shooting further away ahead. Good job, Sam. Just show your whole entire body in a wide open window without taking cover. It's amazing you lasted till the end.
Sammy, oh Jesus, what have they done to you?
Well, if you can't see clearly, they just gave him a love tap.
I got clipped. Christ, that's a lot of blood. Can you walk?
Of course he can. He just got shot in the stomach. He could walk it off.
Hey, just hang on. I'll go get the truck, then we'll take you to the doctor. Hey, you're gonna make it, Sam.
You know, the only reason Sam survived this is because the story demanded it. This is the 1930s once again. There was no medicine or doctors with the experience to keep Sam alive.
I'm right here, Sam.
There's some ammo and a Thompson back there somewhere.
Notice how Paulie said some ammo. There is unlimited ammo. No matter how much ammo I use, Tommy still kept reloading. Sure, it's a game. You're still getting send.
Paulie, what the hell are you doing here so late?
Evening, Doc. Sorry to wake you, but we had a little accident. We got an injured man out here.
All right, bring him inside.
Okay, thank you. Okay, I'll stay with Sam. You can take the truck back. Call it a night.
No, I'll wait.
The doc's already got his hands full. No sense in both of us breathing down his neck.
Go on, Tom. I'm gonna be fine. Okay.
Hey, you did good tonight.
He does good every night. The fact that Sam made it out alive is no more than a fluke. How? Well, he got shot in the stomach. He bled for a very long time. And once again, this is the 1930s, so there's no medicine to keep him alive, not to mention surgery.
We have a mole, Tom.
No. Oh.
I was up all night driving myself nuts trying to figure it out. I started thinking maybe it's one of our guys. We aren't paying his fair share. Someone with a light wallet.
Maybe looking to Marat.
Frank wasn't around, so I went to the safe to get the account books. To see who's getting cents on the dollar he's earned.
What do you know?
Trying to... The books are gone, Tom.
Frank.
More than 50 years I've known him. Everything I have, I got with Frank. And every buck we've earned, every dime we've paid out, it's all logged in those. Frank hands those over to the feds, we're finished.
Frank respects one person in town, and that's you. This has got to be some kind of misunderstanding.
I've been calling him all day. I went by his place. He's gone. His wife and kid are gone.
But why?
I don't know.
Well, maybe Frank knows that once you're in the Mafia lifestyle and business, there is no getting out of it. Maybe he's tired of looking over his shoulder. Or maybe he's tired of having your back after you broke his trust. How did Frank not see this suspicious car on the side of his house? In a little bit, when Tommy caught up to Frank, he's going to say how he had to watch over his back all the time. But he failed to do so now.
Tom.
Frank. The Don sent me.
I figured as much. I'm sorry it had to be you, Tommy.
Anything you want me to tell him?
I wish it could have shaken out better, but Morello finally came after me. It's okay. You can come out. Morello offered me a simple trade. The Don's account books for our lives and tickets out of this town.
The sin here is that Frank thought he was going to get away with it. He already knew Salieri is someone you don't want to betray because he always wins. Frank was his right-hand man, so pulling a stunt like that doesn't make sense.
It's a key to a box in the Grand Imperial Bank downtown. I told Morello I'd hand it over after the plane was fueled and ready to go. His men were meant to fetch it before we left.
I took care of them. Told them to get on a plane.
Go on march, Alice. Get aboard.
Frank, you're coming with us.
Not right now, honey. Just get buckled in. Tommy and I, we have some serious business to discuss.
But Frank...
Get on the plane, March. For Alice. For me. The goddamn plane, please.
You been paid yet?
Yeah.
Now you've been paid twice. You take the ladies wherever they want to go.
Tommy, there was no point on giving him more money if you were just going to let Frank go anyway. Since Salieri told you to finish Frank, you knew you wouldn't have it in you to kill off Frank.
Parli almeno un po' di italiano? Il capo ti ha detto il piano?
I don't speak Italian.
Tommy, how you Italian but you don't speak Italian? That's like me not being able to speak Spanish when I'm Spanish.
Oh, amazing.
Sì, un labirinto.
Stay here while I take out the guards.
If the game is not based on stealth, best believe there's going to be some stealth segment implemented.
We won't let you down, boss.
Don't make me regret giving you some time out there in the streets with the guys, Carlo.
You don't have to worry about it.
I know I don't. Tommy does that for me.
From this moment, I knew something was going to happen between Salieri and Tommy. As loyal as Tommy was, Salieri forgot everything Tommy accomplished for him. If it wasn't for Tommy, Salieri wouldn't have as much as he does now.
Whiskey. I ain't really the expert here. Tommy.
Oh, yeah. It's fine. Your first payment. If the Don's impressed, he'll finance more runs.
And each one's gonna be bigger than the last. We're all gonna be rich, boys.
Well, we're always happy to do business with good folks like Don Salieri. Please, give him my regards.
Sure thing. Now we just gotta conclude this transaction.
Oh, damn it, Paulie! No! It's okay. Oh.
What? I told you we gotta make it look like a proper robbery.
Damn thing's gonna be crooked by the time I'm done with this city.
Ah, don't worry, pal. With all the dough you're raking in, you're gonna be able to pay for a new one.
How come everybody's so surprised? Nobody hears the noise coming from the cars as if they're racing up the building? You are doing a fine job keeping Salieri's men safe, aren't you, Tommy? I mean, you did say you were going to keep them safe.
You don't have to worry about it.
I know I don't. Tommy does that for me.
I'll keep your drivers safe, boss.
How is it that Paulie never got shot? He was right in front of every single one of them.
I know.
She told you.
No. I put her up. Drunkards get sloppy, Tom. I didn't want you to make a mistake we couldn't live with.
For you? And for you.
Ah, Beppy, the meal is a masterpiece as always.
Molto grazie, Don Silvese. From such a gourmet as you, it filled me with joy.
You wouldn't call me a gourmet if you knew what I had for supper.
Get down!
What the hell? Morello! Bastard could have at least...
Okay, all those men were using Tommy guns. These guns were equipped with 45 caliber ammunition. They must have fired at least 100 bullets at Tommy and Salieri all at once. How is it that those bullets don't penetrate through that table like that one and kill them? Story demand? Well, it's getting this. Why are these dickheads shooting at nothing? Obviously, they're trying to kill Salieri, but they're wasting so many bullets for no reason. So how they didn't hear the bullets coming from the back? They had men trying to ambush from the back of the restaurant. Was that not something that needed to be checked on?
Take this.
Who the hell has sex with clothes on? The game is already M-rated. The devs were just trying to be lazy is all. Damn, how shameful. Getting ass beat by an obese old man when you're slim and young?
Is he still alive?
I'm not sure.
How disappointing that we don't get to see this. This is a Mafia game with nothing but murdering people. 2K, you guys got no balls.
Wants to thumb his nose at us? Taking a show like there's not a war on? We'll meet him in the streets.
We do them like this. We wait outside the theater till the end of the show. All those rich assholes will start coming out. That's when we hit Morello and his guerrillas. In a crowd. Before they see us coming.
The theater's going to be packed. And not just with saps. There's a good chance the mayor, maybe even the chief, might be there too.
That's the goddamn point, Tom. We kill Morello in public. In front of the city's creme de la creme. Then they'll all know who's in charge. And it doesn't matter if you have a badge or a gavel or a fat wad of cash in your pocket. If you cross Salieri and his boys, you're dead.
I don't care how powerful Salieri think he is. Him and his Mafia gangs aren't as powerful as the city of Chicago. Killing someone in power in broad daylight can ruin them and have them sent to prison for life. This is what I'm talking about. How did Salieri and his boys never got busted for something like this? Earlier, you saw Morello beating someone to death in front of 2 cops. I get you don't want to come home and see your family murdered because you arrested someone from the Mafia. Still, what is the point in having a police department if you're going to be looking the other way? Now, I would love for someone at 2K to explain to me how this makes sense. Don't use game logic as an excuse. These planes were already bad to take off in the first place. You blow out one of the engines, that's it. I blew out an engine, but yet Morello managed to get away. Bullshit. Gotta love how Tommy went from traumatized to a professional killer. Here's a merit for doing it right.
You fucking phantom. I've been chasing you for 3 goddamn years. You do life for this, Tom. Maybe you in a chair.
Then you suck at your job. Tommy has never left Chicago and has been doing all kinds of crime in broad daylight like it was a normal thing. There have been times cops had locked the perimeter and somehow Tommy still managed to escape and lose the cops.
The ones Frank stole. I have them. They're enough to put Salieri away forever and they're yours. Assuming we have a deal.
So Salieri sent you to get those books and kill Frank for trying to leave. You spared Frank, took the books, but Salieri never asked for the books? The whole point was to keep the books from the feds. I find it odd Salieri never asked for the books.
You recognize anyone? Look again.
Notice how Tommy inhaled smoke, but you didn't see a damn thing coming out.
Hey, handsome.
Ladies?
You're wasted on that wife of yours. You know that?
He'll never look our way. He's a good boy.
This is what you call jealousy. A good woman is very hard to come by, especially today. These times, women had more respect, not only for themselves, but also their husbands. Now, what's weird about this is that we heard what the cop said. How was that possible? Tommy didn't have a radio with him, nor was he anywhere near a radio to hear this. So how did we hear the police?
Did you hear about this Turnbull?
Heard he was crooked as the day is long.
It says in the paper he's going to be remembered for fighting to pass the 19th Amendment. Put his whole career on the line for it.
Which one was that again?
Woman suffrage.
Well, it's not specifically for women. The 19th Amendment was for all citizens to be able to vote. Also, Tommy literally just got back from assassinating that guy. How is Sarah reading the news already?
Guess nobody's just one thing, are they?
Guess not. I gotta go to work.
Tommy, you're leaving already? You literally just got back.
Tom, don't do nothing you don't want to be remembered for, you hear me?
Well, don't you think it's a little late for Tommy?
And don't drink all the good stuff while I'm gone.
You know about this?
Boss and I worked it out last night. We got a plan. Now, I'm not saying it's a good plan, but it won't get us killed. Probably.
So what then? We got a guy on the inside or something?
No. We gotta do this on our own. And it'll be rough. Cigars are packed in crates at the harbor.
Shit. The place will be crawling with security.
Yeah. Brute force won't work. Gotta play this one cool. So we're gonna steal a customs truck. Slip right in.
Christ. I'm gonna kill the poor bastard truck.
Paulie, since when do you worry about killing anyone? How many people have you killed your entire time in the Mafia? Now you want to feel some type of way?
Body. Come on. See if we can get eyes on a customs truck down by the docks.
You alright, Tom?
Yeah. Just trying to figure out the angle is up.
What's there to figure? Boss says a job needs doing, we're doing it.
Hold on now, Sam. Get his dick out your mouth and think for a second. You're sneaking into a federal facility with tons of guards for cigars? I don't give a damn what the boss wants. I'm not trying to go to prison for life because some fat obese mob boss told me to steal cigars with diamonds.
It's like a lot to put on the line. Even for some diamonds. If the feds pinch us, we could do serious time.
Then let's make sure we don't get caught.
From this point, I knew Sam was up to something. He was always second to Paulie when it came to Tommy. He was always the one trying so hard to be the most loyal to Salieri. Predictable.
Would you relax? You're making me nervous playing around with your piece like that.
Sorry. Just
got a lot on my mind is all.
That's so. I'd have figured there wasn't enough room up there.
Go ahead and laugh, assholes. You guys are done. I don't think I got plans. But you're wrong. I got big plans.
Yeah? Spill it then. What are you working on?
Been thinking about hitting up a savings and loan downtown.
You want to rob a bank?
Sure. I've been casing the place for months. I got it all worked out. I just need a few guys I can count on to watch my back.
Robbing a bank, that's a little out of our league.
We're robbing the fucking feds, ain't we? What's the difference?
Salieri's the goddamn difference, you nitwit. The Don sent us to steal these cigars. Ain't no way he sanctions a bank job.
Well, then we don't tell him.
You want to step out on the Don?
No. Not really. We can cut him in after we make the score.
Yeah, and then get killed by Salieri, and then he'll take all the money you took from the bank.
Once he gets his share.
I don't know, Polly.
Yeah, I fucking know. You do what you want. I won't say nothing. Yeah, I owe you that much.
Sam, I have this little gift. It allows me to know who my actual friends are. That's why I only have one great friend I can count on. You, on the other hand, you're trash and a backstabber.
You okay?
Yeah, a couple of these crates are shot to shit though.
How bad is it?
It's the worst of it.
It don't look too good. Don's gonna be pissed if we ruined any of the cigars.
What the hell?
Christ. It's dope.
You sure?
Yeah, I'm sure.
Where are the diamonds?
There ain't any. This is the real score.
No. No. Don said we would get diamonds.
You can open every box. You're not going to find them.
What were you guys expecting? Salieri always allowed people in the family if they were going to be loyal to him. Not once did he say he's loyal to any of his men. A greedy mob boss is never to be trusted.
We put our fucking necks out on the line for this shit.
You put your necks out on the line for smaller shit. Remember when you guys had to get those drinks and you guys got ambushed by those men?
We don't say nothing about this to the Don. Okay, if he wanted us to know, he would have told us.
He should have come clean.
Sure, but for now, we keep our trap shut. Right?
Yeah, okay.
Paulie?
Yeah, I ain't saying nothing.
Any problems, boys?
One of the crates got a little banged up, is all.
All right? Oh, doesn't look too bad.
Might have lost a few cigars, but otherwise the merchandise should be okay, boss.
Besides, ain't diamonds supposed to be the hardest thing around?
Outside of my cockpit.
That was uncalled for.
God damn it. I just about had it, Tommy. We got busted with all that smack, we would have died in prison.
Yeah, but what are you gonna do?
I already told you.
The bank.
Yeah. I don't care what Sam says. I'm getting that.
And I don't care how mad or how tough you are. You weren't going to rob a bank on your own. It doesn't even make sense to even think about doing that on your own.
You got a family to look after. I get that. But think about what this could mean.
Paulie, you guys are living in the 1930s right now. The amount of money you two make working under Salieri is enough for 2 lifetimes. Tommy doesn't need more money because he makes enough.
Kid, that's why I'm doing this. Who's gonna marry me? Nearly 40 years old and nothing to show for it but my rap.
That is the saddest excuse of a man. How many women Paulie slept with in the whorehouse? If Paulie gets off his ass and looks for a good woman, he'll find one. Trust me, women from this era value their relationship with their husbands, unlike now. Well, for the most part.
Put a bullet in your brain out of boredom.
Christ. I'm ready to punch my ticket right now. We sit around for 6 months, just playing cards and busting balls, and I start to get lazy. Then everything blows up, and I gotta knock the rust off or I'm dead. One day I'm fighting to stay awake while the Don's telling us a story about the old days. One I've already heard 100 times, and the next day I'm getting shot at, trying to keep from shitting my pants.
Well, you're the one who chose this life. You killed many people because you were told to. You made your bed, now lay on it. I don't care if this is a game. 2 people should not be enough to rob a whole bank with securities and guards all over. It's only due to plot armor that Tommy will get out of this alive.
Keys on the table. No one else has to die. I don't have to die.
Choosing whether to let him live or not will not impact you later on. I gave him a chance to see if he'll help me out a little for letting him live, but it turned out nothing happened. The results were the same either way. Doesn't make sense to do that when you just killed at least 50 people just to rob a bank.
God, Jesus. Paulie.
I get those two are like brothers, but Tommy sees Paulie laying on the floor with a bullet in his head and still ends up checking to see if he's alright.
Sam, it's me. It's Tom.
Where's Paulie?
He's dead. I'm looking at him slumped over in a hallway, torn a fucking skull.
Oh, God. I was calling to warn him.
About what?
Jesus Christ. I owe you fellas my life 3 times over.
Warn him about what, Sam?
Salieri. He found out about the bank job. You're in deep shit, Tom. You gotta disappear.
Okay. Okay. I just need a girl's out of town. Can you swing that?
Sure. Anything, pal. You want me to come to Paulie's?
No. No, I can't stay here. Meet me at the city gallery.
Yeah, okay.
Tommy, for a smart man, you're pretty dumb and blind. First, Sam called right when you got to Paulie's. Second, how would Salieri know the bank heist was you and Paulie when the only one that knew other than you two was Sam? Obviously, Sam had something to do with what just happened to Paulie.
What the hell's going on?
You and Paulie put me in a bad spot.
I know, Sam, and I'm sorry about that, but I need to get out of town. Can you help me or not?
There you go again. Making me choose between my friends and the family. This is what you were looking for at Paulie's. Here's your cut. It's more than you deserve.
Sam. You killed him. You killed Paulie.
No. Paulie got himself killed.
And you seem real tore up about it.
I'm just in a good mood. Things are right between me and the Don. I'm moving up, and I just found this big bag of money. The Don knows about Frank, Tom. The whore, too.
That whore? The girl you were sweet on?
You're the one that let her live.
And you're the one who asked Tommy to go against Salieri's word. Sure, Tommy was the one who chose to spare her life for Sam's sake, but Sam made him choose over Salieri's order.
Live. I'm sorry about this, Tom. But our business has rules. Shame, too. Don Salieri really liked you. Guess we'll both have a good cry at your funeral.
You think you're doing this because you're loyal, but you're not. You're just scared.
Maybe. But you'd have lived a lot longer if you'd have just looked over your shoulder from time to time. Goodbye. Don't let him suffer, boys. He's my buddy.
He's your buddy, but you betrayed him and your other buddy. Why the hell did the other guy run away shooting? All he had to do was keep shooting. Surely he would have killed Tommy. So Sam is trying to take Tommy down. Is Sam forgetting Tommy is successful in everything he did over the years? Tommy was successful in raiding an entire building on his own. Took a whole mob down in the church. took out a whole mob back in the barn when Sam was dying for one bullet, and took out a whole army of police after assassinating Turnbull. And how he just finished completing a heist on his own, might I add. What chance did Sam think he had to get out of this alive? So, due to this piece of shit recording system I have, the ending is ruined. But Tommy got to live long enough to walk his daughter down the aisle, which is what he wanted. Now, he got the bullet that he knew was coming eventually. A strong ending deserves a strong marriage. Good job, assholes.